of you. Myself, Sumit Gupta. I'm from Standard 9, Kidsway High School, Bari. I'm here to explain the topic of laws of motion, which is also based on our daily life. Uh, Sir Isaac Newton, who was the great scientist, discovered Isaac Newton, who was the great scientist, studied about the Galileo ideas of force and laws, and discovered the three laws of motion. These laws of motion is also known as Newton's laws of motion. The laws of motion are also based on our application of daily life objects. First law of motion states that any object which is in rest will remain in rest, and any object which is in motion will continue in motion with uniform speed until and unless external unbalanced force applied to change its state. It means any object which is in rest will remain in rest, and any object which is in motion will in motion until external force applied on it. For example, if a football is in rest position, it will not change its position until we kick it. For another example, if a car is going with uniform speed, it will not come in a state of rest until we apply brakes of car. First law of motion is also based on law of inertia. What is the law of inertia? Law of inertia means behavior of any object which oppose change in itself. We can say inertia is directly proportional to the mass, or we can say inertia is based on mass of an object. For example, if we push car does not move because its mass is high. It means inertia is high. If we push any cycle, it will easily move because its inertia is less. Because its mass is less, it means inertia will also less. Discussing about the second law of motion, we have to know what is momentum. Momentum is the mass and momentum is defined as the product of mass and velocity of an object. Mass and velocity, if momentum increases, if any object is going with high velocity, it's have very high momentum. Means, for example, vehicle which is running with very high speed have very high momentum compared to vehicle which is running with lower speed. Small object have also high momentum. For an example, if we trigger the gun, the velocity of bullet is very high. It means momentum will also very high. Second law of motion states that the rate of change of momentum is directly proportional to second law of motion state that the rate of change of momentum is directly proportional to the unbalanced force that we applied on the object in direction of force. It means the momentum which is based on force that we applying on object. For example, if a fielder catch the ball, he pulls down his head because the velocity of ball is very high. To reduce this velocity, he pulls down his head, and velocity will reduce, and momentum will also reduce, and at last the ball is stayed in rest position, and this will not cause the injury in fielder's hand. The third law of motion states that for every action there is equal and opposite reaction. It means for every action there always will be equal and opposite reaction. For an example, if we trigger the gun, the bullet comes out in forward direction as action, and gun moves in backward direction as reaction. And second example is that when swimmer swims, he pushes the water in backward direction as action, and water pushes swimmer in forward direction as reaction. That's how the swimmer swims.